Hey everybody, it's Raiza51 here. I actually have some bad news to say about Pokemon Sword. I have been trying like 7, 8 times now, literally, with the Elgato. I've randomly found a way to do commentary and recording on there at the same time. It was working. We were looking good. It's just so far as late now, recording more than maybe 10, 15 minutes of it. Apparently, just the commentary doesn't want to sync up with the recording or doesn't want to come through on a separate file. As I did try recording a little more, and today I got the video of the record, no problem. It was just the commentary did come in, and I don't know why Algawas acted up like that. So I'm going to have to put Pokemon Sword on hold for now, but I'm going to still give it another shot later on throughout the year. I'll try maybe do like after I finish up later. I'll give Pokemon Sword another shot. Maybe just give a little time and see. Maybe I can figure out a way to work it out to make it where I can still record it at the same time. May have to cut down short little links, like 5, like 6 minutes per video, and just merge them together in one big video, like in like a 25, 30 minute one. It'd be annoying to do, but it'd probably be the only thing I could do till I can at least when I have a job and have a new computer soon enough. So, just want to go over and say that now. Anyway, now it's done. I do have a new Let's Play I am going to do for the time being. I kind of wanted to do this one. It's going to be a little odd to see how it goes, so let's give this a shot. And I have another game from Idea Factory along with Richie up to as well. It's made by Compar, but yeah, a little different now. RPG, Cryware as well. Orochi 4, Silcacius, and Mizuchi. Distributing the game online without permission of the copyright holder, not only illegal to distribute copy of the internet. Thank you. Contains graphic sessions of violence and grotesque scenes. Yeah. Okay. And this game does have system save as well. Thank you. So I am doing def end requests as it shows right there. How the hell did I get it involved with this game? Good question. It looked really interesting at first, but playing through it more and more, it got very quite dark and disturbing. Dark, disturbing. A little bit of blood. There's a lot of death and blood at times. But when I get this game a shot, when I get this game a go, I mean, hell, I did platinum this game already. Been kind of somewhat streaming here and there. I mean, this game's just, well, I've been playing a few times already, but I'm still trying to fully get the whole bit of the story synced into my head. It's just a lot going on in this game. I just can't fully sink it in properly. And now on top of that, for this year, Definite Request 2 is coming out of Japan next month, I believe, so which means the second one should hopefully come out maybe around fall this year. And yeah, I kind of want to play the second one too and see what it's all about, but if I want to do the second one for the channel, I need to do this one first, of all things. There are at least two endings to this game. I'm gonna at least show up both of them. The good thing about showing both endings is I can do it near the end of the game. So that's the nice thing about it. Thank freaking goodness for that. Well, probably for the second ending, I'm maybe just speed run through that one quickly. Just get back to the final chapter. We'll see. Anyway, well, got a definite request, everybody. Although this game came out in 2018. Oh, it was in Japan released and it got later on coming out in 2019. Alright, well, let's see. We're gonna put this on easy. Only only reason is because if you're in a higher difficulty, yeah, see, the foes get tougher, but you get less experience and funds. See, that's just not much of a challenge if you do it like that. But my friend Older Randomizer was challenging me to do this on hard by scratch. Actually, do I dare try that? No, actually, no, I'm not gonna do that. No. I'll pass. No, thank you. I'll do that on my own time. But we're also gonna start a new game. Yes, still easy. So you're playing experience. Some of these cutscenes are pretty lengthy and such. So I'm gonna try to keep the recordings going at maybe 30 minutes. Maybe 35. So that's some long cutscenes to check out, but I'll try to make sure it's not going too nuts. Oh, hello. Well, this place is quite beautiful, but a lot of glitches going on. This is kind of what you're going to see. This is one of those areas we see. We're probably going to get to this one first today. That is technically the first area we'll be going to. And we'll be coming back here into these places later on. That's near the end. That lava area is kind of near the end. Pirate ship there, that's like the second area. That's like about halfway through. It's like a city, so I think it's like the third area. We saw a bit of a desert too, that's somewhere along the way too. I think that's actually the final area. We actually do start here. I do know that for sure. Alright. Oh. Well, that's not a good start. We're down and out. And we are in the final area too at the moment.
I can feel myself fading.
Don't give up, Shina! I've already leveled you past the max! You're in God mode now! Try summoning your power from within. If you don't concentrate, then you'll stand no chance against that thing.
What thing?
Strong. Keep your head up. You can do it!
I need to see what we're actually fighting if we're going to be able to handle this.
I can't. I've never had it in me. Everyone else is thought I'm the only one left.
Don't give up. Don't give in to despair.
I
Have a little faith.
save this world.
Oh, right, this thing. Ooh,
Shina,
that's a bit of a
behind
missy
you!
fella.
Watch out!
Oh, shit.
Shina!
That spear,
A
there you
monster.
go.
Infected by a deadly virus, opened its sinister
I
maw.
think they are talking during this, so let's go. Oh, man, that
And
had to
sank
hurt.
its razor-sharp fangs into her flesh, locking its jaw onto her before spitting her out.
Ugh. That's gross. Ugh. There's blood. Oh boy. Like I said though, or no, not I said it.
Chocolates
More
of
common
the
11
blood
blood
was
is the one that's been the
splattered
biggest
onto
issue though.
Gashes on her abdomen.
Because that one's really
exposed her
gory and
spinal cord and vital organs.
messy in that one. But it's more common for you folks. Ugh, this is not a good way to, oh gosh. Not a great way to start.
She
Oh,
made
no.
2 tepid steps backward before crumbling to the ground like a marionette with snipped strings.
Damn it! Shina!
Yeah, this is bad.
As shock set in, she struggled to make sense of what was happening around her. With a last, desperate breath,
She uttered. Or what?
Shina!
No, Sheena.
Shina!
I'm
Don't!
there to help her heal you.
Hurry! Get away from there!
I think we're too
Please.
late.
Stop!
Oh no. Can you see the hole in the back of her body where she got stabbed? Oh man. Oh.
monster licked its lips, its taste for blood slowly driving it toward the meek and bloodied prey before it.
Oh boy.
Its nostrils flared, savoring the anticipation before snapping its jaws
It's
around
like
the
some
girl's
like
head
petals,
and heaving it
like
into
white
the
petals
empty
from a
sky.
rose.
Her freshly removed spinal cord trailed behind her mated
Okay,
head.
you didn't have to go that much detail
Like a
there. Oh,
nightmarish
that's
comet.
painful.
Her headless body slammed into the dirt,
Yeah,
color
the hell's
draining
body.
out of it as it settled.
It's reminding me from Madoka Magica in episode 2, or I think episode 2 or 3, where Mommy was fighting a monster. The thing literally bit her head off completely.
Shina!
No blood showing right now, but you know what I mean.
Damn it! I couldn't save her in time! God! Buddha! Whoever the hell is listening! Damn you! This death end is horrific! You...
And it's
What is
still
your
pouring
purpose?
blood out of its mouth. Ugh, gross.
God damn it!
I know you're frustrated, man. You lost someone very close to you cared so much about. It's miserable. It's really miserable. It can really hurt someone that badly.
You. Staring at me. Who are you? Are you God? Or are you the
Actually, I'm
devil?
not sure. Hold on a second here. So let me make sure they're actually talking.
What does the end of the world mean?
The end of the world. That's a good question. I guess where life is literally about to end. Everything's about to be, everything's gone. You're alone. It's a wasteland. I guess something like that. Oh, or in a house now. And looks like she is okay.
Oh, it was just a dream. Or should I say a nightmare?
Yeah, nightmare is probably preferred at this one.
What did it mean? Huh? Where am I? Whose house am I in, actually?
And yeah, she also has the
They're wrapped so tight.
amnesia bit.
What are they?
Cop on her idea if I really love use their amnesia bit as a thing, as a lead.
They look like spider legs. Yuck. They gross me out. Huh? What the... What?
If you touch a glowing white key, you'll obtain information items necessary to progress the game. If you ever find yourself stuck, look for the key. Once conditions have been fulfilled, then the exclamation mark will appear on the minimap. So yeah, so you move now when the A... triangle's the options here. Okay. Skill item equipment, organized status, library, quest and system, and R2 reality. We'll get to that later. Oh yeah, we also have the dash on. We need to dash or just
This?
normal one, but I'll keep dash on. It makes it easier.
This? What's going on here?
This man is dressed so neatly. Where could the owners of this house be? Don't know.
What's this?
What a precious family photograph. Is that a girl and her mother, maybe? Huh, that mother. Looks strangely similar to me. Can't be. Must be imagining things. Why did Sammy live here? Good question.
What's this?
And here? These two chairs look comfortable. All the dishes and utensils are still organized in the kitchen, so maybe if they lived here after all. Seriously, why can't I remember anything? Where the hell am I? Wait, I sneak on my thoughts. Just calm down and take a deep breath. Think. If I can't recall my memories, maybe I'll just need to retrace my steps. Start wherever I can remember and take it from there. I'll be fine. Or it'll be fine. Piece of cake. Okay. I remember my name. Well, it says on your thing here. Shina? Yeah, that's it. Shina. Shina. However, my first name. But that's okay. It's progress. Still have no idea where I am, though. This house must belong to whoever's posing in this photograph. Something about this house is oddly familiar. Like I stood here before. This girl, too, in the photo. I recognize her from somewhere. Besides, there's still no sign as to how I ended up here in the first place. Is there? Perhaps I can let this go for now. Okay, what did I do yesterday? Nothing's coming to mind. The longer I see here, the more depressed I'll become. Maybe I should go outside. If I get some fresh air, it'll come back to me. Staying in here without a clue won't do me any good. The only way to get out of a rut is to keep going. Sounds good. And this blue crystal here is our save point. Oh. Press the touch button while in conversation on the minion or save your game. There are some conversations in which you cannot save. In order to avoid any potential death ends, please be sure to save often. On a dungeon, you can perform a save at designated save points. Yeah, death ends, by the way, there'll be parts where you have to choose an option in the conversation. You need to choose the right one. If you choose the wrong one, it's automatic death. Or automatic game over. So, this game's pretty evil with that. So we have to be very careful with that. It smells gorgeous. I don't feel so... It's all coming back to me. That's right, an adventure. Once every 2,000 years, the gates to Odyssia, the Mystical Sky Capital open up to adventures that are pure of heart. Naturally, a city in the sky isn't exactly easy to find, so I set off to Hartis, the military kingdom, to find more information. In a stroke of good luck, one of the local guilds in Hartis let me reside in his house for the duration of my stay here. Oh, what a relief. I was beginning to panic, thinking my memories would never return. Well, I got a sword, which should come in handy for whatever I'm off to. I'm Shina, the adventurer. Time for me to see Odyssia, the legendary city in the sky. This explains why I've got these legs dangling underneath my dress. Well, everything's come back to me when it rains and pours. They say that people who visit Odyssia discover riches and happiness beyond their wildest dreams. Wait for me, Mother. I promise I'll fly in Odyssia and bring you the happiness you need. Anyway, this place. Is there no one else around? I don't know. Surrounding area. Okay. We have these here. These are our little treasure boxes to find.
Hey!
So, patch 1. Patches are usually a thing for, for updates and such, but, for this thing, it's our health. Health tonic, that's our SP to recover.
What's this?
Fruit, I think that's just materials.
What's this?
Health tonic. Let's see. Yeah, but that nightmare I always saw. It's nice to go from that to something more peaceful. Oh, wait. Oh. Colette. Search Colette. Hidden throughout each dungeon are points you can collect. Venture in and out of the rooms within each dungeon to make markers reappear. Items found can be sold later, but keep them make a handy later.
What's this?
Fruit, thank you. It's actually best to keep some of those because you never know, you may need them in the future later. Dewdrop. Okay. Should be something else here. However, any that is our currency for this game. Go one more. And our health tonic. Alright, I think we're good. Let's go. And you'll see this often in the game too, every time. So we're in a desert area now. yesterday? The memory still escapes me. In fact, I have no idea how long I was asleep. This kingdom doesn't resemble how it looked when I first got here. We'll go ahead and say, since usually cutscenes do come to be long, I will try to maybe at times, also live cutscenes like this, we'll try to save in between to make sure that someone will go over the thing. So wherever I started last time, I'll start from there. I don't remember looking at this desolate. Hardest aggressive tactic of invading nearby kingdoms landed them a less than favorable reputation, meaning they had few allies. Sterville, Goen, Rosari, Tora. Yeah, I need to remember those, because those are places we will be going to. Even so, what armies keep on wiping the kingdom off the face of the world? Should I think about what kind of power is at play here? I wonder what happened. Tell me, where did my memories go? Alright, we're in the northern hardest wilds. We do a little traveling, but... Oh, that's it. Hello.
Huh? Did someone scream just now?
Yeah, so we actually pulled this up. If you push the touchpad, you get the controls options. Save low, return to tile. So, like I said, if I'm in the middle of a cutscene, and I've been recording for a while, I'll like save in the middle of it. That's just what I wanted to show. Now we move on.
Where did it come from? Where are you? Please, answer me!
Well, yeah, those exclamation points will also show the trigger of where adventure happens. Trigger here. Beast Cancer. Those actually don't do much, but they can give you a lot of money if you sell them.
Help me! Somebody!
Mouse. Hello there, sir. What's the problem?
Oh no! Someone's being attacked by a monster. I have to help somehow. But do I even know how to fight? He'll be fine. That's what muscle memory's for, right? I'm sure I'll get the hang of it. Ready for battle.
Alright, first battle. Now, press triangle button. You can set max of 3 attacks freely. If you do not wish to put each hand, press the X button to use your previously selected attack command. With all commands using 3 attacks in a row. As the battle's complete, go to menu, use the X button, and press triangle to select new action. Perform 3 consecutive attacks in one turn, knockback attack movements. Thus allow you to send your enemies flying. Use this attack to put distance between you and your enemy and prevent any chance of your enemy countering. Strategize knockback attacks to maximize damage you can place with their enemies. Yeah, brother.
My turn.
Alright, oh, that's just adjust the cameras, okay. So I can do here. Oh, that was it.
Scanning.
Here we go. So we got trails, 3 HP and 5 SP. Byron's, turn 5 HP. And a pupil. Yeah, those things are a little weird. They can't knock back at all. They just literally have to attack them right where they're at. You know, sorry, champ. Okay. So now we have our moves here. We're gonna use the radius. So we have a revival move. Boosted magic attack. Restore HP, and our micro attack, our luminous attack, which is a physical move. Now you see that light bulb there, since it says 16%. We do have a chance of actually learning new skills depending on which combinations of attacks we use.
All right.
It does help.
Yeah! Out of here!
Now, doesn't mean you guarantee you get the new move. It will
It's
happen.
over.
Sometimes happen. Many healing.
My turn.
And you're just gonna see there. So pull off the successful actually knock back. Some form. Should see that works.
All right. See? Got him.
Yep. Oh.
Took you down. My
And
turn.
Your son. Okay. I'll come at you.
All right. See?
Just do an attack.
Out of here!
You know this guy at all. It's
Blast
a
off.
little, but not much.
Whoa! Victory!
Experience funds, bug fix bonus.
Oh,
Can't
have
trust
I
level
gotten
up, too.
stronger? I managed to kill it.
Oh no, shit, sorry. I didn't mean to skip that crap. Oh, I think she was getting
I'm
hungry.
feeling a lot better now.
That's why. Sorry, I didn't mean to skip all that. I apologize.
On the contrary, I should be the one thanking you for saving me.
No problem, Rook.
Pardon me, I haven't yet introduced myself.
Oh, it says on
My
there, but
name
go ahead.
is Rook. As you have likely gathered by now, I am a traveling merchant by trade.
Nice to meet you. I'm Shina, an adventurer.
A pleasure. Lately, martyrs have been taking to crowding these trails, making it impossible for me to sell my wares
Yeah,
in
martyrs are pretty much are the enemies we are fighting throughout the whole game.
What's a martyr?
Oh, haven't you heard?
Well, you see, I actually just woke up a few moments ago with no recollection of how I got there. My memory's fuzzy.
What? Oh, how awful. Martyrs are monsters that have been touched by the kiss of madness. Yes, for a few months now, reports of monsters attacking people have been increasing to a frightening degree.
That's not good.
What? Did you say a few months? How did I not remember any of this?
Much has changed in the last year. Do you really remember nothing?
Not a thing.
Sally, no,
Not
yeah.
even what you ate yesterday.
Exactly.
Nope.
Most unfortunate.
Well, I can't let it bring me down. Things will turn up sooner or later.
What makes you say that?
My mother always told me that someone up there is watching out for me.
I see. Your mother sounds like a devout woman. Surely our Lord will shine upon you with his blessings. Amnesia is nothing to scoff at. I can imagine how confusing all of this must be. So I will try to help you in the meantime.
Thank you.
Then,
Very neat.
would you mind catching me up on everything I've missed?
First
You
we're probably
needn't
gonna be a
burden
long one,
yourself
so,
with the sad
get ready for
tale
when we get
of
to
this
here.
fallen world. Some things are better left unsaid.
I want to know it all. Please, tell me.
Very well, then. Allow me to tell you about the Entoma Scourge.
Please do.
1 year ago, the world as we had known it ceased to exist. On that fateful day, a terrifying beast came down from the heavens and unleashed catastrophe across the entire country.
What?
Dear.
What do you mean? What's an entoma?
The Entoma was a curse from the gods, a living, breathing embodiment of atrocity, brought to life by the despicable sins committed by our people.
That's not good. That's really bad.
Vanity and greed became the gospels of our time. The rich became richer, and the poor became poorer. Soon, it seemed people had forgotten how to love. In no time at all, the thin fabric holding friends and family together was torn asunder. Constant threats of war and invasion gave corrupt nobles the chance to tax every cent from out of their subjects' pockets. Desperation birthed from a widening gap betwixt the rich and poor. Thievery and violence became commonplace. Lives lost over loaves of bread. The nobility cackled atop their high towers, taking pleasure in watching their subjects turn on one another, while they sipped their wine.
That's just sick. Sick and cruel.
The notion of salvation became a fool's currency. Eventually, the destitute and starving citizens had reached a point of no return. One by one, they fell to their knees onto the ragged earth, begging for death as mercy from their constant suffering.
Oh gosh.
Memories of our vibrant past were tossed into the graves of those brave enough to That is, until the scourge had ripped the heavens in half without warning. It cut through the sky like steel through flesh, flattened our mountain ranges, and ruined our forests and seas with a divine rainbow light. The beast itself had later become known as Heaven's Messenger, striking fear into the hearts of those unlucky enough to cross its path. Furious with our people's disregard for life, God saw fit to punish us without warning. We had no choice but to accept.
Goodness me.
Heavens. Messenger?
That's horrible.
Divine punishment?
I mean, for this game's version, it's different.
Within
yes.
10 days, the beast destroyed not only Heartis, but each of the surrounding kingdoms as well. Mankind was beside itself, without recourse or any chance of retaliation. Men, women, and children were being killed, left and right. Just when we thought that all hope was lost, our long-awaited salvation had finally arrived. The monster's body had suddenly frozen and shattered into pieces.
What happened to it?
That I do not know. All we know for certain is the monster's shattered fragments rained down upon our world, leaving little behind save for its terrible memory in our minds.
Of course. Just leave a little something there to remind them what
Spared
they did.
from their accursed tyranny, the people celebrated in the streets.
So there are survivors aside from us.
Yes, although few and far between. Some of them still live in small enclaves. However, the fact that you lack any recollection of this event means you were asleep, not for a few months, but for over a year.
Gosh.
I have no idea how I lost my memory, so we'll just have to fill in the blanks somehow. I appreciate you taking the time to recount what I've missed. Seems like I've got a lot of catching up to do.
Ah, you impress me. It's rare to find someone whose nose is still pointed towards the future. Shina, there's a bit more to this story.
Okay, we'll
Many
see.
who survived the calamity experienced a strange emotional shift, proclaiming to dedicate their lives to piety. People had interpreted their salvation as a miracle, and thus were eager to pay it forth to prevent another monster from appearing. As of a few months ago, however, this ended with a few alarming consequences.
Oh gosh.
How so?
An event known as the Mass Consternation. Odd, unexplainable happenings popping up out of nowhere. In one instance, a man had evaporated like smoke in his own bedroom. A woman claimed to see God's light before slitting her own throat.
What?
I heard of one village that committed a mass suicide by drowning, jumping into the ocean like a pack of rats from a sinking ship.
Why would they do such a thing?
I don't know. It was as if they were martyrs, suffering for the sake of avoiding retribution. It was around this time that monsters started to appear yet again, igniting fear into those who had survived to remember their ghastly deeds.
Oh man.
Eventually,
That's horrible.
people began suspecting that the souls of these recently departed martyrs learned how to inhabit the bodies of monsters. Hence, monsters began attacking innocent people without warning. At least, that was the rumor. The name soon stuck, and these beasts you see roaming around are what we now refer to as martyrs. Crowds of frightened town-goers would look up at the sky at once and mutter, "We are forsaken."
I don't understand. to end their own lives. There has to be some explanation, right?
You're wise, Shina. As you stated, we had eventually discovered the reason for the mysterious slew of mass suicides. It appears you have one attached to your leg as well. That is the mark of the Entoma, the catalyst that drives people to madness. Unfortunately, you will soon feel its effects as it slowly eats away at your mind.
Oh gosh, hopefully not.
He must mean the spider legs. Ah! What the? It's moving? Ah! It's fluttering up my skirt!
That, my dear, is proof of your curse. It has a mind of its own, ensnaring its hapless prey while slowly corrupting it over time. If inorganic matter is touched by the curse, then it eventually withers away. If it latches onto a living thing, however,
Then what happens?
their brains become infected to the point that they spiral out of control. You might be a bigger threat to yourself than you think. Now that monsters and this damned Entoma have all but doomed this place, there is little for anyone to do other than watch the gradual and tragic demise of our world. Goodness me, in times as bleak as these, it feels like a real labor to go on living. Huh? What's the matter?
Oh, nothing. I think I just have a stomachache.
Oh no! Forgive me. I've spent all this time reminiscing. How rude of me.
I'm fine. It'll subside in a bit. If everything you said was true, about the curse and the end of the world, then I'm so sorry. Somehow, though, I'm still happy.
But how can you?
It makes me think. Meeting someone new and learning something about them feels like a miracle of its own at times. When I see my reflection in someone else's eyes, I can't help but blush. For a brief moment, my life has purpose. Knowing that I matter to someone else brings me joy. It's hard to explain.
Joy, huh?
Yes. So, Rook, you just need to... I'm so sorry. That was rude of me.
It's fine. Because of what you just said, I am reminded that life still holds some splendor. Thank you for sharing that beautiful sentiment.
You're welcome.
I've no doubt that someday we will find a way to lift the curse of the Entoma from our lands. If I learn anything more about it, then you'll be the first to know.
Really? Thank you. Well,
Sorry.
guess I'll be seeing you around, Rook. The world needs me.
Shina, where are you going?
I'm an adventurer. There's only one place for me to go. The place where all adventurers dream of. The mystical sky capital, Odyssia.
Odyssia? Are you sure that such a place even exists? All of what I just mentioned, including Heaven's Messenger, is a little more than hearsay. Stories to scare young children.
Of course it exists. Dream a little, Rook.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry. I spoke out of turn again.
Oh, please, I don't mind. So, do you have any clue how to reach Odyssia?
Well,
Additionally, extensive travel requires adequate funds. Are you well prepared? Apologies. Judging by your reaction, the answer would seem to be no. Oh, come to think of it, I recall the king had announced that he was recruiting new guards. Why don't you try gaining some money that way?
really? Yes, I'd love to.
In that case, let me show you how to reach the palace. Follow this corner, then make a left down this path. Here is a map.
Wow, thank you. See you around.
Good luck out there, young traveler.
Sorry if I had that all on still. I didn't skip again. Gosh, damn it.
Bless you, Rook! Good luck to you, too!
Yes, I love how we were doing that was early. Oh, we did. That was a long cutscene.
What a spry thing. If the next generation has as much spirit as her, then perhaps there's hope yet for the future of our world. However, it might be too late.
Don't shout on that, Rook. We still got hope. There's still hope here, my friend. I'll do those to the castle. Alright, man. This is the place, huh? It's humongous from the outside. Hardest, sprawling castle. It's running with one of the biggest armies in the world. This place certainly lives up to its reputation. Can't forget, though, that the king is infamous for being power-hungry conqueror. I should keep on my toes while I'm here. I wonder if I had ever visited this place before. I lost some memories. But this isn't my first time here. Oh well, what's important for now is that I need an audience with the king. How odd. Our palace is huge. I thought I'd see a lot more people by now. One soldier even. Besides, this is army. Maybe by screaming, someone will notice me. Hello? Hello? I'm here to enlist as a guard. I'm here to enlist as a guard. Thank you. Ah, peep. Yes, this place really is empty. Well, maybe not. The front gate was open. He's probably sitting in the throne room. I should try searching more thoroughly. You killed my wife. All for your head. What the heck? Huh? Where did that voice come from? Good question. And I'm actually gonna go ahead and stop those. This first question went for like about 43 minutes. Oh yeah, I think the corruption bits we need to take care of when we were in the area as well. Oh wait, I forgot. 1.2. Alright. I forgot. I can't quit yet until I find a save point. Let me see. Oh, here we go. Yeah, save point. Alright, good. Alright, we're good then. Alright, but yeah, like I said, we're gonna stop here because that's pretty much all I can do for one episode right now. So, next time, everybody, we are going to head in there and look for the king and hopefully get some help through here. So, hope you guys enjoyed this playthrough. I know I wanted to do Pokemon Sword so badly. I'm still going to make time to work on it while I'm working on these two playthroughs. I'm still going to make some work in between and get that done. So, I'll have some parts ready of that when that time comes. So, until then, later, folks.